We have capabilities of zooming in on any minute spot on the game. You can see we're coming down here now. You can see the spots on the cards very clearly in the money. You can even tell, much clearer what's going on the game from this angle.
This maze of machinery costs more than $2 million. Operators say it helps catch the crooks.
We're just making sure that the dice never leave the table and they always are in view of us. We don't want anybody to bring in their own dice, even though there are controls built in.
The cheats see these eyes in the sky as easy pickings. The brain told me that such devices actually make his work easier because they give casinos a false sense of security.
I honestly believe it can be worse off than it ever was.
Really? Why is that?
Nowadays, everything's controlled by a microprocessor. And it's predetermined before, you actually pull the handle. So the symbols can actually be rigged underneath the camera and everything else if the machine was properly set up.
The brain and his crew eventually got caught. He ratted on his fellow cheats. The crew convicted on all 120 counts, including racketeering. The brain has been a faceless man in the crowd ever since, a member of the Federal Witness Protection Program. He's lived in 8 different cities under 8 different names, holding down 8 different jobs over the past decade. The brain remains convinced to this day that if the mob ever finds him, they'll kill him. Still, he has no remorse for committing and perfecting what he calls the perfect crime.
It's perfect crime, and if you got away with it, there was no crime committed. And you hear that bell ringing and nobody's seen you put the jackpot up. And if nobody says anything, there wasn't ever a crime.
Sort of a modern-day Robin Hood, right?
Right, except we keep the money.
If we keep the money. And in fact, he is still laughing all the way to the bank because the feds allowed the brain to keep his share of all the money that the crew scammed from those casinos.
So honesty can pay too.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
Very well.